What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Total Line, episode 20, you guys. Episode 20. Already in the shit, 20 weeks, you guys. Actually, a little bit longer than 20 weeks. It's actually been like 21 weeks because we did have to put 1 week off. Hold on, guys. Let me shut this phone off. It's just not going to shut up unless I shut it off. Oh, shit. All right, I guess I'll have to leave it on. What's going on, guys? Good to see everybody in here so far. I'm sure more people will trickle in here in a little bit. Dave Marshall, how you doing? Craig Beaven, how you doing? Hal Rufner in the house. Jeff, my buddy, what's going on? Deuce is wild. How you doing, brother? Oh man, Deuce, that was a great maiden flight you had on that F-16. I didn't really want to talk it up very much because I just wanted you to experience it for yourself. But it is a fantastic flying plane, man. It's just out of the box. It's just fantastic. I know you bought yours. I guess you could call it the version 3 because the version 3 comes with the better end runner in it, and it comes with the upgraded retracts already. And I bought the version 2. It's right there on the wall. I bought it right when it first came out. It still has the end runner in it, but I had to buy my own upgraded retracts. I had to purchase those separately and put them in, which turned out to be a pretty damn good decision because I fly off of grass. If I would have had those other ones in there, they would have been beat to shit by now. So it's only got about 5 or 6 flights on it. And every flight was great. It ended up great. As you can see, it's still in really, really nice condition. It's practically brand new for Christ's sake. So yeah, guys, I'm going to get started now because me and my wife are going to go out tonight and do some bowling. And myself lightweight jet. Yeah, they are pretty solid for the rear retracts. Yeah, the mains. Yeah, the rear retracts. That would be a good idea to soften the spring on those. The front one's not so bad though. The front one. What's up, Mary Boozer? How's it going, bro? Good to see you in here. Thanks for stopping by. So yeah, guys, I just real quick kind of go over what I'm doing. First off, I'm still waiting on that part, that motor for the MiG-17. It's in the state and it's at my post office. It was supposed to be here today, according to the Singapore tracking. It was supposed to be here today. It didn't come today, so I'm hoping that it'll be here tomorrow. Kind of excited about that, man. I really, really, really want to fly that MiG-17 on 8S. That's going to be great. And the Beast biplane, it's sitting over here to my right, and I've got this one all ready to go. I charged up batteries to go do it today. But I ended up going in and laying down and taking a nap with my wife and didn't get up until just a minute ago. So I kind of blew my time to go do it. But I do have all the batteries charged up, ready to go for tomorrow morning. I'm not really sure what I'm going to fly it on. I'll probably fly it on a bigger 6S pack, like a 5400 or a 6000 or something like that. I have some really heavy 5000s as well. So not sure what I'm going to fly it on, but it is going to fly tomorrow. I'm trying to get all those foamies out of my plane, out of our foamy jets out of my truck right now. Leaving the Stinger 90 in there and putting this beast biplane back there. You can't have anything in that Jeep if the biplane's in there. That biplane is big, man. Um, it's like if you took the Flightline Corsair and put double wings on it. I mean, that's how big it is. It's huge. It's a big plane. It's actually longer than the Corsair as well. It's a big plane from front to back. But surprisingly, still only takes a 6S. It's only a 6S battery that you use in it. Lee Davison, what's up, man? That was another thing I wanted to do today. I wanted to do a more in-depth flight review of the FlexJet. I didn't get around to it. Like I said, I was out all morning with my wife doing laundry, and then we went to the store and picked up some stuff that we needed, grocery shopping. Then it was her mother's birthday, so we went over to her mom's house and gave her presents and stuff, and saw my nephew while I was over there, my little baby nephew. So I didn't get right when we got home. We cleaned up the house, and I fell asleep, and she fell asleep right along with me. So got me a DX8 yesterday. So I bought this one off of Mike Raja. I like it. It's what's going to be flying the Beast biplane. And any Horizon plane I get from this point forward, it's all going to go on this. Pretty excited about this radio. I can't wait to actually get out and use it. Yep, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be pretty sick. B-58 also there. Yeah, I know, Lee. That's the biggest pain in the ass is taking out all your old receivers and binding in all new ones. And not to mention the price of buying all those receivers that you're going to need to replace them out of your planes. That was my biggest reason why I didn't switch up to this point, was because I already had 20, 6-channel receivers and 6 or 7 8-channel receivers for my tactic radios. And it just didn't seem cost efficient or feasible at the time to switch. And then I got this one from Mike Raja sent me this one. And I think it really actually just kind of took me getting the radio in order to start kind of leaning that way. But I am interested to see how it works, how it feels. I know that it feels nice while I'm sitting here ground testing it, just messing with the servos and stuff. I did get that servo to stop shaking, you guys. So that's a plus. It was just getting an interrupted signal. It has these so unlike a tactic receiver either has an 8S receiver or an 8-channel receiver will have 2 wires coming out of it with these they're just 2 wires coming out of it. And then a 6-channel tactic receiver only has this little tiny little wire that comes out of it. And with these, you get these things that are called satellites. It's basically a little square tab. It's got 2 wires coming out of it, kind of just like the 6-channel tactic radio. It's got that wire coming out of it. Well, these satellites that this Spektrum uses, and it's got 2 of these satellites coming out of the receiver in the Beast biplane. Well, one of those satellites, I unvelcroed it from the front and set it next to the receiver, and it was causing interference with that servo. That's why it was fluttering like that. I backed up, and then it stopped doing it for a while, and then it started doing it again. So I was like, well, it's not a distance thing. It actually kind of fooled me. I thought it was, because I tried it. I turned it on and backed all the way up into the kitchen, and it stopped moving. So I was like, oh, okay, well, that was the issue. That was the problem. Well, I fired it up a couple of days later and walked back into the kitchen. It didn't stop. Well, what happened was one of these satellites was basically sitting right on top of the receiver from where I unvelcroed it and pushed it back to do what I had to do there. So I repositioned that satellite where it was supposed to go, and it stopped the fluttering. And then I also went, it could have been that, or it could have been the fact that I went around and took all the servos and just pushed them in tight to all the links, the linkages that are around, just pushing everything in tight, making sure everything's pushed in the receiver tight. It could have been that as well. But nonetheless, I got the shaking to stop. It's not shaking anymore. So now I wanted to go fly. Like I said, I wanted to go fly it today. I just didn't get around to it. I keep thinking about this damn MiG 17, you guys, and how long it's taken for this motor to get to me. The website said 14 to 49 days. What is that? What is like 49 days? I mean, it doesn't even make any sense, really. 49 days. One shy of 50. Why didn't you just say 50 days? Should have just said 50 days. Just round it up. 50 days. Eric, how you doing, man? Good to see you in here. Eric Rogers. Did we start early? Yeah, Eric, I'm sorry, man. I should have texted you and let you know. Yeah, we started a little early. That way I could get out a little early so that I can take my wife out. She wants to go have a couple drinks. I'm typically, Michael, how you doing? I'm typically her designated driver for the evening. So that's what I'll be doing tonight. Designation of driving and probably kicking her ass at bowling. I don't take it easy on her, man, because when I start taking it easy, she starts bowling better, and then she starts kicking my ass. But she's starting to get really good. Yes, sir, Eric. Yes, indeed. But I did get some stuff accomplished this week. I'm taking the redundant system out of the P51. It's just a rat's nest full of wires in there, and I want to be able to just get everything condensed, zip tied, and plugged into one receiver. They're 8-channel receivers. I shouldn't need any more than that for that plane. I'm going to Y everything. Now, I had a person tell me not to Y things on a big plane like that. But the reason I'm Ying it and putting servo reversers in is because of a gyro. I'm putting a gyro in that plane, and I just want to make sure that if you run a redundant system with two separate wires coming from two separate servos going into two separate channels, you can't use that receiver, or you can't use that gyro. You have to Y them in order to plug them into one port. There is no double plugging. Like say if you had a free wing, like a free wing gyro has like 2 aileron spots, 2 elevator spots, two yeah, it got 2 ailerons, 2 elevator slots. I think I'm if I'm remembering correctly, I think it does. So you plug one aileron and your other aileron into those, and then you have one wire coming out that goes into your receiver. I didn't want to have to deal with all that anyways, guys. So I'm just wiring them together and doing it I'm setting it up just like I set up the Corsair, just like I've set up all these other like the Bearcat. It's going to be set up just like the Arrows Bearcat. If it feels funny and it's not working perfectly or whatever, if it doesn't feel right, then I'll start over. I'll figure something out. But for the time being, I think it's going to be just fine. There's a couple of guys out there that are like totally against it. They believe in plugging a channel. Each elevator, or each other elevator servo gets their own channel, stuff like that, which is really easy to do with the OpenTX system with the Taranis. I'm just going to plug everything into one receiver. That cuts me down to one receiver. I'm going to put a backup battery in it, so that way if one battery fails, the other battery will keep the power going to the receiver. Almost like a BEC, but it's a battery instead. It's going to be running it's running all the servos basically, and then another battery is going to be running the ignition. So I've already got those 2 batteries ready to go. It's just a matter of getting the wiring everything up. Servo reverse. I'm going to have to servo reverse the left side of that thing because I didn't buy reverse servos with this plane because I already had it in my head that I was going to be plugging each servo into its own port. And I've got it working that way right now. It works great. But it doesn't have any stabilization. And I want the plane to be stabilized at first, just so I can get the feel for it. It's going to be the first time flying a big plane like that. It's going to be the first time that I'm going to be flying a gasser, period. Other than that nitro plane type deal that I flew at the AMA club. You guys might have seen that video. I just want to feel comfortable the first flight, and I know I'll feel comfortable as long as at least I don't need really any stabilization on the elevator. I've never really needed elevator stabilization ever, or rudder. Aileron. That's where I've mostly always needed some type of stabilizer, just because it helps out with the trimming. It helps out where things aren't rolling so violently. Like, if you take off and it's a severe pitch and a difference in your ailerons, or you don't quite catch it or see it, the thing's going to roll over really bad, especially with the torque roll on top of that, and it's all torquing that way. So yeah, I'm going to wire up those servos with some servo reversers. Like I said, my wife she's going to pick those up for me tomorrow. She's got to go out that way to work anyway. What else we got going on in here? Friday night suite. Yes, Friday night. Friday night, guys. It's Friday night. You know it's Friday night when you see my ugly mug pop up for Toe the Line. That's a good feeling. That's a good feeling when you look on your iPad or your iPhone or your smartphone, your Galaxy or Android, whatever, and you see my ugly mug right there. It says live. It's Friday, bro. It's Friday. That's a good thing. I'm glad I could put some smiles on people's faces. John Nunes, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. So let's get off topic here for a minute. Reckham Roy, your wife is a Patriots fan, like myself. And the Patriots, if you guys don't know anything about football, I'm sorry, but I'll make it quick. The Patriots just acquired Antonio Brown, who's probably like the best receiver in the NFL right now. I mean, there are probably a couple of others that are a little better than him. But for the most part, he's one of the most lethal receivers in the NFL, and the Patriots somehow got their damn hands on him, paid him $15 million to play 1 year. And I am absolutely stoked, you guys. So that's it. That's all I got to say about that. No wings, no motor. No wings, no motor. I don't watch. Lee Davison. That's cool, man. It's all good, dude. Julio Jones. Dave Marshall is a Falcons fan. That's right. I remember that. Captain Photon in the house. When I see Dave's face, I think bourbon and Motel 6. Yeah! Yeah! Yes, 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 yes! Timmy Neutron, dude. It's not Timmy Photon, Timmy Neutron. Ricky Neutron. There it is. Ricky Neutron. Oh my God. 28-3. Wait, the Falcons haven't played yet this week, have they? Was that last week's score? That wasn't last week's score. They scored more than that, didn't they? Wait. Michael McGowan, is that football Americano or is that football Española? Is that the Hooger football or is that the football Americano? Hell yeah, Ricky. I appreciate you stopping by, bro. You see how he does that? No, they got their asses kicked. So wait a minute. Wait. So the Falcons played already? No. Oh, that was last week's game. Okay, so yeah, Atlanta plays Philly this weekend, Sunday. That's right. They play Sunday. It's all good if you guys don't watch football or like football. I mean, I'm a Southern kid. I was brought up on football. Um, I played football. I actually played in a semi-pro league right here from my state. We played teams throughout all of New England. There's a football league called the New England Football League. We've actually had people go from this league to the NFL. So it's a pretty challenging league to play in. It's not, especially back then. I don't know about now. I don't know what it's like now. But back then, it was a pretty tough league to play in. Typically, you'd go out there and get your asses kicked because some of these teams from Massachusetts were absolutely ridiculous. They're just really ridiculous. NASCAR truck race tonight. All right. It's got the truck series going on tonight. NASCAR, NAS truck. Craft King, what's going on, brother? Made it. Yes, you did, sir. Yes, you did. You did make it. Yeah, so guys, we Craft King. We got Gunther. We got Gunther in the house. Bad Gunther. Sexy model too, wearing pink panties. Oh my goodness. Playing Sunday night. Whole world will see. Yep, that's right. He said the whole world will see the Falcons lose again. I hope not, man, because I got Matty Ice as my quarterback in fantasy, man. So I hope he pulls his head out of his ass and he starts doing something, man. I mean, you got to think about it. This goddamn team was just in the Super Bowl. I think that Super Bowl killed them. What Tom Brady did to the Falcons in that Super Bowl, I think it crushed everybody in that organization so bad that they just can't recover from it. And that's too bad because they actually have a team that could make it to the Super Bowl again. I mean, you got Matt Ryan, Julio Jones. You got that Ridley kid now. You got the little Ridley kid. You guys got rid of Gabriel, and now you have Ridley, and Ridley's really nice. I like Ridley. I like Calvin Ridley, and his brother. They're both really good receivers. They've got F-16C today, freezing. Have you flown this one yet? 70 millimeter. This one back here. Yes, about 5 or 6 times I've flown that one. I put the maiden flight up on my channel. It's up there somewhere. I actually have myself flying that a couple of times on my channel. It flies great, you guys. It flies really nice. Deuces Wild was able to squeeze a 4500 in there. So I took it. I didn't take it off the wall, but I took my 4500 battery that I have. I popped the hatch on it and I kind of just fit it in there to see where it would go. And it will fit. It will fit. It will definitely fit. So, I think the next time I fly that plane, it's going to be off of that 4500 40C. Oh my God. That's too bad, because Matty Ice, man, he played for Boston College, which is like our hometown team, anyone from New England, Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts. Those are the New England states. Just for a little history lesson for you guys there. That is New England. So most of the people that live in those states are rooting for, the closest team to where, whatever the closest team is that we have to us. So for us, that home team would be the Boston teams, Boston Red Sox, Celtics, Bruins. I'm not much of a hockey player. I'm not much of a hockey guy. I don't watch hockey. I might catch the hockey games if they're in the playoffs or in the championship. I might watch it. I used to watch baseball all the time. I used to never miss a Red Sox game. And now that I've gotten older, I only watch the Red Sox if they make the playoffs. It's too consuming. especially right before football season kicks off, man. That's too consuming. However, I don't miss many football games. I mean, I don't just watch the Patriots, man. I try to watch as many of the college games as I possibly can. I like seeing the young talent that's coming up that could potentially move up into the NFL. What's Jeff saying? Sweet guys. Just Custom drop in. Yeah, T45 bid shortly. Oh, really? That'll be nice. The true T45, right? Not the Stinger T45, right? Not the Red Sox here. Astros will be champion. Yeah, the Astros are looking pretty tough this year, right, Photon? They just went out and signed some pitching. Well, not just. The Astros are doing what they have to do right now to win the championship, and I believe that with the pitching staff that they have, they can quite possibly do that with ease. So I'll always root for the Red Sox, but I also like to see a team that's never been there before. I like to see a team win it that's never been there before. Like watching the Cubs win, that was great, man. I think that was awesome. That actually felt better to me than when the Red Sox finally won after their Bambino curse. You know what I mean? With Curt Schilling and Papelbon and oh Jesus, who else do we have? Oh man, we had Pedro Martinez. We had a hell of a pitching staff that year, and that's what won us that championship. I always like going for the underdog too, you guys. I am a big time underdog guy. Like if you got a powerhouse like Alabama coming in and they're going off against someone like like Wake Forest, or Mizzou or whatever. I always like going for the underdog. Even though the chances of the underdog winning are like 90-1 or 95-1. I mean, it's ridiculous. The odds 1,000-1. I still like trying to cheer for the underdog to see what they can do. Doesn't typically work, man. They're an underdog for a reason. You don't just go and play a team like Alabama and think you're going to win. It's going to be raining out there all weekend. I don't doubt it, man. You live in where? Washington or something like that, man? That shit, it's always like that out there, isn't it? Stop talking about football? No, never. Never. Won't do it. No, I actually wanted to stop talking about football, and then somebody said something about football again. So tell everybody to stop talking about football, and I'll stop talking about football. Questions about the F-22. What do you want to know about the F-22? The Raptor. No. We're not doing aliens again. No, fuck that. No. We'll never get back onto the RC. No, we'll never get back to RC again if we start talking about aliens. You remember what happened last time that happened, right? Right, guys? Right? Kraft King has a brother on Mars. Wreckham Roy's got a brother on Titan. I mean, shit just went off the wall. No, I'm just kidding. Tim, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you in here. Thanks for stopping by. Hanger 51, thanks for stopping by. Just got my F-22 90mm. Did you get the 8S version or the 6S version, 51? Oh, homeboy RC, man. He really doesn't want me to talk about football anymore. Yes, Wreckham Roy. Yes, aliens. All right, guys. So are we going to talk about the F-22 or are we going to talk about aliens? What's it going to be? No, I'm just kidding. Listen, man, the Raptor is awesome. Hanger 51 says he got the 6S version. I've got the 8S version. I can't really tell you much on behalf of the 6S version. There are a few guys in here that do have the 6S version of the Raptor. I've got the 8S version, and it's badass. I mean, it's a Raptor. The thing's stable as all stable. It's stable as hell. As stable as hell. Um, I've also got the mini Raptor right there. That's a little 64 millimeter Raptor. And I tell you what, just because that one's smaller than that one, they actually fly very similar. I mean, just one's just smaller. That's it. And you get some flaps and you get some better gear with this one. That gear doesn't retract. This one has retractable gear. Um, I mean, there's really nothing that I can say about it that most people really don't know. I mean, most people know if you about a Raptor. It's very floaty. It does have a very good floating tendency, but you do have to keep power in. Um, it does demand power. It does demand some power. It's not. It has a really good glide slope, but it does demand power in that slope. Um, I've only flown it once. Um, I was a little nervous to say the least when I went to take off. I was a little nervous, but once it took off and it got in the air, it was just wonderful, wonderful plane to fly. I can't say enough about it. Um, is it worth the $500 or $600 that you're going to pay for it? Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think so. That's just me though. That's my opinion. I believe it's worth, especially for the 8S version, it's worth every penny to me. I think. Um, if you want a great plane and you want it to be a military plane, and it's your first plane that you're starting out with, like as far as like an EDF that you're taking off from the ground, um, this intruder back here, right here, that's a really solid plane, man. It flies well, it takes off well, it lands well, it does everything well. It's got good rudder authority. The only thing about it is you just got to get it balanced out. You got to get it balanced out right, and it's got a full flying stab on the back. So you got to make sure that you kind of dumb that down a little bit. You know, you want to go probably about 55 to 60 on your rate as percentage, and like 30% expo. And you can even go lower than that. You can go like to 55, 50 to 55. It really smooths out the elevator so that you're not making all kinds of wild movements up thing. Because if you don't, it starts doing this thing as you're going around turns. The butt starts kicking out. Poop. You don't. But once you get it dialed in and you get it tamed down a little bit, it's absolutely amazing. It actually, I would recommend that one over any of the like any of the other military jets that they have. Like the Sabre flies really, really good. But it can be a little tricky to land. It kind of likes to do one of these. Like as it's landing, it'll either go this way or it'll go this way, and you constantly have to correct it back, moving it back. Sometimes she likes to come in crab for no reason at all. She'll just come in sideways. You got to hit the rudder to straighten her out a little bit. I don't know why that particular plane does that. It does that more than any other plane that I've flown. This is my second one that I've had actually. Um, let's see. Oh, you guys, the batteries in that package with the motor, the batteries will be in it for the F-14. So we're going to get out and we're going to fly this F-14 again, you guys, as well. That is my big one right there, the F-14. And then right behind me over here, Bad Saber. And then right over here, the 262. We got to get the 262 up again before the summer's out, before it starts getting, too nasty out. I don't really like to bring any of my planes out when it's like really nasty out, or if it's wet out. Skip turned me onto this stuff. Guys know Skip built RC. He turned me onto this stuff. It's like a spray or like it's something that it's basically a sealant, and you put it on your servos, you put it on your ESCs. You can literally like dunk your stuff in, and totally submerge these things. And what it does is it waterproofs everything. It's like called Water X or Waterproof X or something like that, or Hobby Proof X or something. I can't remember what it's called now. I know it has an X in it, like something X. Um, And I would want to do that to all of my planes and servos before I take them out. Like here, when fall comes, it starts to get really wet outside, you guys. Like from sun up till like 10 o'clock. That's how long it takes before the sun comes up to actually start burning off the dew and getting the grass dry. In the summertime, you really don't have a lot of that. But during the fall, we have a lot of that. And I really don't like taking out some of my nicer planes at that time because I'm afraid that the moisture is going to get into the servos and they're going to end up, eating shit because some moisture gets into a servo and janks it up and ruins it. How is the F-14 compared to the F-22? Well, I'll be real honest with you, Foam Boy. With the wings out, the F-14 flies like any other plane that you fly. It's very stable, very predictable. It's rock solid, just like the F-22. Now, when you put the wings in, I don't know. I am not speaking from experience here, but from what I can understand is if you don't have things set up correctly, which I do, I have mine set up correctly. When I sweep the wings, my ailerons shut off. My ailerons are not moving when it goes swept wing. I only have elevons in the back, basically like a V tail, or not a V tail, but a delta wing in the back. It's elevons. They do the up and down. They go side to side. That's very important to do that because if you don't and you leave those ailerons working while the wings are closed, she can get pretty crazy on you, I suppose. I have only flown the plane one time, and I flew it with the wings out, and I flew it for about 2.5 minutes, and then I landed it because I had some bozo yelling in my ear the entire time I was flying it. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to put the plane down before I lose focus and I crash it. So I ended up just landing the plane early. But it flies just like any of these other planes, guys. But it just flies. It flies big. It's really big. No matter where it is, you can see it perfect. It's got a really nice presence in the sky. The Raptor can disappear on you if you're not careful. I noticed that when I was flying it the day I was flying it, even though on a clear day, even though it was a nice clear day, that thing turned a certain way at a certain point in the flight, and I lost track of it for a second. I had to tip the wings like this to see where I was. Like, even these foam planes, it's stealthy, man. It really is, even for a foam aircraft. It still has its stealthy characteristics. Fireblades in the house. What's up, man? Dave Marshall, what's up? It's the bozo still hanging around the club, Dave. Oh, who's that? Who's the bozo? Oh, Corrosion X. Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Who the fuck said that? No, I'm just kidding. Yep, that's exactly what it's called. It's called Corrosion X, guys. That's the stuff. Bro, Skip Built swears by that shit. It's called Corrosion X. Basically, you can just put it on all your servos. You don't have to worry about it. It's not going to hurt your servo or your ESCs or anything. You can just put it right on everything, and it waterproofs your servo. You can literally take your servo, dunk it in this stuff, pull it out, hang it, dry it. Now your fucking servo's waterproof, just like that. Boom. Michael, what's going on? Welcome to the stream, bro. My wife said she sent you out a check. I hope you got it. That's the first of 2 that will be coming to you. You should have gotten it by now. Everybody else got everything that I sent out. You should have gotten yours too, bro. Awesome, bro. Awesome sauce. Cool, man. So yeah, if you guys don't know who Michael Raj guy is, he's my father. No, I'm just kidding. No, yeah, he's the fine gentleman that sold me this DX8 right here. I'm really stoked about it. It's featured in my videos from here on out. It'll be sitting right there. Just really nice. I'm like messing with the gimbals and stuff on it, and it feels really nice, you guys. It's not like these gimbals are different than what you get on a Tactic, man. These gimbals are very, very nice. They feel really good. so smooth. They're just so smooth compared to a Tactic. Oh my goodness. So smooth. Love them. Absolutely love it. Michael, thanks again for the radio, man. I appreciate it. It's really, really nice. I love it. I love it. What else, guys? What else do you want to know? I tell you what, phone boy. What do you have? All right, so like Ryan says, like can't really answer a question unless he knows a little something about you. What battery size are you flying right now? Are you up to 6 and 8S? Are you flying 6S and 8S foamies at this time? I just did a whole show on waterproofing, flew a hell out of a fish tank. Oh yeah, I bet those guys do some crazy shit, man. They really do. Like Agent 99 said, and loving it. And loving it. Yes, that's right. Is Phone Boy still in here? Trying to get his trying to figure out what he's flying for right now. What he's got on his table. Phone Boy have a Sky Sword 70 mm 4S Freewing F18 upgraded to a 70 mm 5S. 64 millimeter 4S setup. Also have Freewing F105 3S 64 millimeter. Biggest one 90 millimeter T25 6S T25. Wow, T25 really? Who makes the T25? Who makes a 90 millimeter T25? Does he or did he mean T45? Okay, yeah, that's what I meant. Okay. I was gonna say a T25 is a Japanese jet, isn't it? All right. So, if you're flying a 90 mil already, you want to know a fun plane to fly, you guys? I'm just going to be honest. I'm just going to put it out there. It's a twin 70 mil. It's right there. The Freewing 262 is just an all around, like, solid plane, you guys, like, in every way. It's better than the Sabre, I think. I think it's better. It's better than pretty much every plane in here except for the F-16 models, the F-22 models, and then the sport jets. It's not like a sport jet. Sport jets are super nice. It's not a A-10 Warthog either. But I tell you what it is it is a rock solid jet at a pretty decent price point. It's got really nice gear. It's really solid. Really chunky too. Like it can take a beating. Like I crashed the crap out of that thing. End up having to replace the whole fuselage in it. It's just a super, super, super good solid plane, you guys. It is really easy to fly. Very easy to fly. A lot of people get scared because they see people going slow and then all of a sudden it starts doing this death spiral. Well, don't get the goddamn thing slow then. You never get that thing slow unless you have flaps popped. If you have your flaps popped, you can get it as slow as hell. You can go as slow as you want, but you slow that thing down without the flaps engaged, and you're going to be in for a hurting. You're going to lose some. It's not going to like you very much. Listen, you can get that plane. I hear a lot of people saying, don't go too slow with it. You can go slow with it. Just make sure your flaps are popped. That way you have some stability with your flaps open. Other than that, there's no business that this plane has flying that are slow anyway. This plane is meant to go fast. It's meant to fly fast. And it is fast. Even on the stock setup, you guys, this thing is ridiculously fast. I watched a video of RC Informer. He took his, put twin JP fans in it, like 100 amp ESCs or 85 amp ESCs, something like that. It comes with 60 amp ESCs or 50 amp ESCs or something like that. And that thing was absolutely ridiculous, you guys. Just one of the best flying planes I'd ever seen. And you want to talk about speed, you guys? This thing was clocking over 100 miles an hour. It was crazy, absolutely crazy how fast this plane was going, like 115, 116. I can't remember the exact number now. It was well over 100 miles an hour, though. More on the T-28. I don't have a T-28, but I heard from a bird earlier today that someone is going to be taking the T-28 and putting it back out on the market. You remember that giant scale T-28 that was out for a while? I want to say it was it a Horizon plane? Oh, Carbon Z. That's right. It was a Carbon Z giant scale T-28. That's right, Sky Blazers. Absolutely right. Carbon Z. And they are supposed to be putting it back out again. Homeboy, I only have 4S and 3S EDS, but 2 of them have wheels. One of them has retracts and flaps. T45, I'm fixing up to fly as I just got used to it. That T45 needs a better power system in it. I honestly believe that T45 should be flown on 8S. It should have an 8S system in it, an 8S fan, 8S end runner. That's just because a lot of people in here have that plane. As a matter of fact, Jeff's Custom, if you're still in here, maybe you can talk to him a little bit about that. With that, would the F-22 be better or the F-14? I mean, honestly, so here's my thought on it. If you're gonna fly the F-14 with the wings out, it doesn't matter which one you choose. If you're gonna try to put the wings in and fly that F-14, just stick with the F-22 because the wings are already in on the F-22 and it's already got that flight characteristic and it's already set up to fly in that manner. The F-14, it needs a lot of work, man. It needs a lot of pre-work before you actually even get out to fly it. It needs some stiffening in places. I'm actually going to be doing a mod on mine because the rear retracts actually put too much stress on the body of it, on the body of the aircraft. So RC Informer has a new video out where he's actually putting these plates inside of the F-14 just to expand the plate so that it puts the load on the plate instead of on the plane. I'll be doing that mod to it before I get it going back out again. I've already got the sheet metal for it and everything. I just have to go cut the pieces out and just drill everything like he had it drilled. So I'll have to watch his video a couple more times. I mean, honestly, if you're going to spend the money, get the F-22. Get yourself the 6S version of the F-22 because it flies really good too. Everybody that I've seen with a 6S version of this F-22, it flies amazing. Where you have mostly 3S and 4S batteries, the first thing that I would do is buy yourself some batteries. Get the batteries out of the way. Go find yourself a couple of 2-packs of some 5S 6000s or 5000s. Don't waste your money on a 6S 4000 unless you have a plane that's suited for that. These big Raptors, they need a 5000, 6000, even a 7000 you can fly in these big Raptors. You want like a good high C rating, like 60 to 70, maybe even 80 C. But a respectable C rating is 50 to 60 C. You want to be somewhere in there. Get yourself quality batteries too. I mean, I made the mistake in the past of buying cheap batteries, and that's exactly what they were. They were cheap batteries. I've also bought some pretty expensive batteries in the past that, they lived up to their potential while they were good, but like all batteries, they don't last forever. Eventually, you'll be taking all your batteries, your 6S batteries that you're using on your foam jets, and you'll retire them down to your Warbirds. Because they just don't have the oomph anymore for your jet, but they do have plenty in the tank for a prop plane. So I would go with the F-22. It'll be easier for you to set up. it'll be easier for you to dial in. You don't have to worry about the extra switches. You don't have to worry about accidentally having your flaps down and then hitting your wing sweep and crushing your flaps. There's just a lot of things that go into that F14. You got to be careful with it. You really do. You have to be careful with it, or you can mess things up pretty good. But at the same time, I wouldn't recommend that you start with an F22. I would recommend that you start with like an Avani or an L39 Sport Jet 80, 90 mil. You're already flying in 90 mil in that T45. The Stinger 90. The Stinger 90 is an absolutely awesome plane to learn how to fly on. I actually put an 8S system in my Stinger 90 with a JP fan, an 8S JP fan. It's an amazing plane, absolutely amazing. BLX Matt, what's going on, brother? Welcome to the stream. Yes, Michael, I did fly the F-15 videos on my channel. We got one flight on it. Did one quick little flight review on it. Flies all right. I wish it had a little bit more power though. It takes a little bit for it to get up to speed. Not too long though. Like by the time you take off and you get through your first turn and you're starting to come back downrange, she's pretty much spooled up and ready to go. She's good to go. It lands great. It's really floaty. It landed really, really nice. I put my battery right where Mike from Mike Pilot Ryan and Captain Mike's RC YouTube channel. I put my battery right where he had his. Flew amazing, guys. It flew amazing. The F-15 is an absolutely amazing plane. It really is. I just wish I would have gotten it either on the hotter 6S setup or an 8S setup. Haven't checked yet. Michael McGowan. I received an email from Horizon Hobby. I got a notification from and Hobby King. Well, MRC new planes release going to be later. Phone boy. Hey man, phone boy. Listen, man. It's up to you, guy. It's up to you, really. I mean, what do you want to fly? It's up to you. That's my slogan, man. Fly free or die. If you're not comfortable when you take off with a plane, that's not a good thing. You fly what you want to fly. Don't let someone else tell you what to fly. I can give you my opinion. That's all you're going to get here. You're not going to get me saying this is the way it is. This is the way. This is law. No, that's not. You're not going to get that here, man. Fly what the hell you want to fly, man. If you want to fly an F-14, fly an F-14. If you want to fly an F-22, fly an F-22. It's up to you, man. I'm just going to give you my opinion. And my opinion is that both of those planes are rock solid planes. That's that, man. And yeah, fly the pants off of it, or go home. I want to fly a day shirt, fly or die. Ruffins wants a shirt. Ruffins wants a shirt. Shirt order should be here soon. Shit, man, I didn't even think about that. I gotta track that package. Yeah, that's right. I have a shirt order coming in here pretty soon. It probably came today as well. I don't know. I'm just not getting the updates, guys. I'm not getting the updates. Why am I not getting the updates? So I put a couple of planes in my cart at Motion RC. A couple planes that I've been looking at for a couple of years now. One of them that I've just recently been putting off. I was gonna get the Havoc this month. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna get the Havoc. I already have too many sport jets, you guys. I have the one of the best sports jets that you can possibly have. I got a Stinger 90 with an 8S setup in it with a JP fan. I don't need a sport jet. What I do want, however, is that F-35 from Motion RC, which is in my cart. And the F5, you guys, I have wanted that F5 for so long, and I just keep putting it off. Well, I'm not putting it off anymore, man. I want that F5. I want it bad. So I got both of those planes in my cart. I'm probably going to go ahead and purchase them both. that'll give us a couple of unboxes and a couple of builds to do. We haven't done one of those in a while. I mean, we've mostly just been flying planes, guys. That's what I promised you guys this summer, is that I was going to go out and fly planes. That's what I did. Did I fly as much as I wanted to fly? No. Did I fly as much as you guys deserve me to fly? Probably not. But I did get out and fly a lot. I got out and maidened all these planes that I hadn't flown before. The only one that we have to do now is the F-14. What else do we have to do? Oh, we got to maiden the B-Spy plane. We got to do the Scorpion again, the Super Scorpion again, because that video was from a hat cam, and you just don't do a review from a hat cam. And that's pretty much it, you guys. Everything else we've taken out and we've flown it at least once. Yes, the F5 is pretty, man. I want it so bad. I'm gonna get the camo, the brown camoed one. I like that one better than that Swiss looking one. I don't want that Swiss one. I like that camo, that desert camo. It looks so nice on it. It looks really good. I might even paint mine up to like look like a MiG. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I haven't really figured it out. Like a MiG 29 or something like that, or what was it, MiG 28? Is it MiG 28? MiG 20. I can't think of it now. MiG 28.
According to Wikipedia.
No, I didn't. I did not say May 28th. I said MiG 28. Oh my God. These stupid phones, man. These are not smartphones. These are stupid phones. Yeah, the MiG 28. There it is. Yeah, I want it to look like that, guys. That's what I want it to look like right there. I want to make it so that it kind of looks like that. I'm gonna put that scheme exactly on it. Get the fuck out of here. Yep, just like that, guys. That's the scheme I want to put on it right there. That's gonna look so sick, dude. Oh man. Yep, that's gonna look pretty sick, guys. Yeah, MiG 28. I would, I would like for some of these RC companies to come out with some of these planes. I mean, they come out with some. Quit smoking. Have lots for new planes. LOL, Michael. That's good, man. I'm glad to hear that. That's a hard thing to do, man. Something that me and my wife have been struggling to do for a long time now, and it's tough, man. So congratulations on that. That's not an easy thing to do, man. That is not play some Jimi Hendrix when you demo the F5. Oh, absolutely, Deuce. Absolutely. Instead of purple haze, we'll call it yellow haze. All in the sky. That way I don't get copyright infringement. It is really hard, Michael. It is, man. Congratulations to you for that, man. And yeah, I bet you do. I got about $300 more a month. That's a plane right there, man. Farmer man, what's going on, bro? How you doing? Well, all right, guys. We've been in here for about an hour now. 25 people in here. We've had a lot of you guys in and out, bouncing in and out, man. So I'm gonna get with my spiel. I'm gonna start my spiel, guys. Eric, I think it might be nerves that's getting to you, man. I think it might be nerves, man. I honestly, it might be time too. You might be consumed. But when you get out there, man, just like look at it this way, bro. Look at it as if you're opening up that hangar door. You're sitting in your chair, and you're about ready to take off with your Predator, or what is it that you were flying? The X8 or something like that, or the 8X or something. Just think of it that way, man. Somebody needs you. Somebody needs you. You need help, man. And just take off and go, bro. Just take off and go. So my normal spiel, guys. This is episode 20 of Toe the Line, you guys. That's awesome. It's been 20 weeks so far. That's crazy. That's damn near half the year. That's cool. So that's a good milestone to get to. 20 weeks. Another milestone will be 30 weeks, 32 weeks, or 30 weeks, 40 weeks, stuff like that. But Toe the Line, 20 episodes, you guys. That's really, really awesome, man. Pilot Ryan, Captain Mike's RC YouTube channel, all the Hanger Rats tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern time, guys. Make sure you join us there. Mary Boozer's channel, 8 p.m. Eastern time, Sunday. Be there, be square, guys. And then once again, my show every Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Don't miss it, guys. I need you guys to start throwing me some ideas of what you guys want me to do on the channel, man. Like during Toe the Line. I mean, I know we sit here and we gab a lot and we talk about stuff, but we need to start figuring out some stuff like what you guys want me to do. Because I mean, to be honest with you, I don't want to just guess what you guys want me to do. I want you guys to let me know what you guys want me to do. If there's something that you want to see, or a certain plane that maybe we can vote on that I'll get and unbox and build in front of you guys. Whatever you guys want to do. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Just let me know what you guys think. I mean, it doesn't even have to be a plane, guys. If it's an RC car that you want to get, we'll get an RC car in here. I probably won't keep it. I'll end up giving it away on the show or something like that. But just to get one, put it together, run it around, you know what I mean? Rev it up in here, do whatever. I don't know. We got to come up with some ideas though. But then on the other hand, the show's doing great. I mean, I get my standard crew comes in here every week. And I appreciate the support from you guys. Love every one of you guys for the time that you come in here and give me. Appreciate all that. Congratulations again to our winner of the Marlins, the Arrows Marlin, Kevin Farrows, who is not in here tonight. I don't know where Kevin is. Farmer Man. So the 8S motor was out for delivery today, but it didn't get delivered to my house. So I don't know what the hell's going on. It'll probably be here tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be here tomorrow. I would really like to get that MiG 17 out, and I just can't wait to fly it. It's all ready to go. I just got to put the motor and the fan in it, you guys. I can't wait. But once again, guys, don't forget about Pilot Ryan, Captain Mike, the RC YouTube channel tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Mary Boozers, 8 p.m. on Sundays. And then join me here next Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern time, guys. I'm Dave. This is Dave's RC, episode 20, Toe the Line. We'll see you next week for episode 21. I'm going to go take my wife out, you guys, and I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my night. You guys do the same. Yeah, guys, I'm out of here. Remember what I said. If there's something that you guys want to see on the channel or see during Toe the Line, or if there's something you guys want to talk about, leave it in the comment section below. You guys, we're almost at 650 subscribers. Let's push for that 1,000, you guys. This is like Dave's push to 1,000 subs. I probably will end up being able to go to Null in the fall. Things happen, things change, and I might be able to take some time to go down to Null in the fall. We'll see what happens. But yeah, guys, I'm out of here. To everybody that came in tonight, I appreciate you guys' time. Brian Chambers, good to see you. Michael Raja, see you later, buddy. JCB67, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Check out the channel. If you like what you see, you know what to do. You guys, turn on your notification bell, please. I'm going to tell all you guys that now. If you don't have your notification bell turned on, turn it on. That way you guys, because when I post for my video, I posted a little late. That way you know it's coming on. You'll get the bell notification that the video's on. So if you haven't hit that bell notification, hit that. Push for 1,000 subs, guys. We're at almost 650. Let's get it done. I'm out of here, guys. Dave's RC, Toe the Line, episode 20. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.